Clearing out junk seems like a simple task, the final step in a big project. But hire the wrong company, and you could be legally liable for their workers' injuries on your property. And it's not just injuries. If they damage your walls or floors, you could be footing the repair bill. Beyond accidents, a web of hidden fees and pricing scams can turn a cleanout into a costly ordeal. In the next few minutes, you will get the exact questions to ask to protect yourself, your wallet, and the environment. So, what is the single most vital question you can ask? It all starts with 3 words. Are you insured? First, ask for proof of general liability insurance. This protects your property from damage, a dropped sofa, a scratched floor. Without it, their mistake is your bill. Second, confirm they have workers' compensation. This covers their employees if they get hurt. If not, their worker could potentially sue you for their medical bills. Beyond insurance, ask if they are licensed to operate in your city. This proves they are a legitimate business that follows local waste disposal regulations. But even a fully insured and licensed company can overcharge you. You'll soon find out exactly how they trick you on the price. One final check for peace of mind. Ask about their training process. Do they train employees with proper lifting techniques? To avoid getting overcharged, you first need to understand how they price their service. Most companies charge by volume, how much space your junk takes up in their truck. That's why a cheap price quote on the phone could be a warning. They give a low number, then claim your items take up more volume than expected and jack up the price on site. Ask specifically, are there any extra fees? Watch for charges for fuel, travel time, stairs, or even heavy items. Never pay the full amount up front, especially in cash. Reputable companies provide an invoice after the job is done. Finally, if a price sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Extremely low prices often signal no insurance, hidden fees, or worse. And that worse is where your junk actually ends up. You've protected your wallet. But what about the planet? Shady operators save money by illegally dumping your junk on a back road or in an empty lot. If those items are traced back to you, you could even face fines. A professional service, however, will sort your items. They partner with recycling centers and donation charities to divert as much as possible from the landfill. The simple question to ask is, what is your disposal process? They should be able to name their recycling and donation partners. This is especially pressing for items like old electronics. Improper disposal poisons our soil and water. That's why you must ask, are there any items you don't take? Knowing their restrictions up front prevents a major headache on removal day. But what if a company seems to check all these boxes? Keep watching to see the hidden tricks even some professionals use. Yes, one of the most deceptive is called building a wall. When charging by volume, some crews stack items inefficiently with large gaps to make the truck look more full. The defense is simple. Ask to see inside the truck before they start loading. Then, inspect the final load to ensure it's packed reasonably tight. Don't just take their word for it. Verify their reputation by checking independent reviews on Google, Yelp, or the Better Business Bureau. We've covered the big risks and the subtle scams. So how do you put all this knowledge into action? First, combine the defense against vague quotes with the need for transparency. Demand a firm, written, no-obligation estimate provided on-site after they've seen your items. Remember that too good to be true price? Now you know why it's a red flag. It's often subsidized by skipping insurance and illegally dumping to avoid disposal fees. Those hidden professional tricks like building a wall prove that even with a good quote, you have to be an active participant. Trust, but verify. Look in the truck. Asking these questions isn't about being difficult. It's about being smart. You're hiring a contractor, and these steps are your due diligence. Let's boil it down. Your questions must cover 3 areas: your protection, insurance and licensing; the price, a transparent on-site estimate; the planet, responsible disposal. Asking these informed questions is the single most telling factor in a smooth, fairly priced, and responsible junk removal. It's the difference between relief and regret. Ask for, 1. Proof of your insurance. 2. A free, written, on-site estimate. 3. How is your pricing structured? 4. How do you dispose of items? 5. What materials can you not accept? Don't just clear your clutter, clear it with confidence. Ask the right questions, protect yourself, and choose wisely.